Hello and welcome to another episode of Dental Lab Insights. And I'm delighted to say I have Natalia Penate-Vasquez with us today, who's the founder of CAD/CAM Services in Miami. Natalia, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Now, I understand you started your lab in 2015. I was wondering if you could just tell us a bit about your business.
I started CAD/CAM Services back in 2015 when I saw the need of covering more clientele within the dental industry.
Right.
My husband has been involved in the dental lab for 17 years. And
This is Javier, isn't it?
Javier.
I've had the pleasure of interviewing him in the past, so yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, working besides him, it has been very a learning experience for me. And I see that his work is just catered towards one section of the industry.
Yes, yeah.
So having all this equipment and owning and having the information, I said there is a potential of customers that I can cater to.
Yeah.
He doesn't have time, so it's not like a competition. We're not competing, we're actually complementing each other.
Right, yes, yeah.
And it has worked fantastically
And
for
so,
these 4 years now.
Fantastic. And so in terms of growing the business, where did you kind of start with the lab business? What were your kind of main products and how did you kind of promote them?
I started, and my vision was not probably big at the moment. And I just wanted to do single posterior crowns,
Right.
Emax, zirconia.
Yeah.
But then that's not the only things that people need.
Yeah.
And I started receiving smile designs, full upper arches, all kinds of cases.
Yes.
So all this has challenged me to obviously learn more and prepare myself more to be able to offer these services.
Yes.
But it has grown in that I have implemented more services into what I started. Compared to what I started in 2015.
Because I guess if you're talking to a dentist, then that they might just throw in that, can you do this or can you do that? So it's at that point, I guess it's difficult to say no.
Exactly.
And then you go and find out how to do it, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah. So at the current point with your business, I guess you're 4 years in. What kind of work are you doing at the moment, and where are you seeing the biggest demand?
Right now into all-on-4 implant-supported restorations,
Right.
or upper arch and lower arch implant-supported restorations. So for me, it has been, it is still a lot of information because these cases are, it's a lot of clinical changes involved.
Yes.
So it's not like a press one button design, mark the mark. It's not only that.
Right.
But once you step into it, it becomes, you already know what you're looking for into impressions that you need, parts that you need. So it becomes natural as you go.
Yes.
So right now, I hope we can focus more on that, and it's gonna be really good.
Yes, great. And do you have I know you mentioned that you started off with one product offering. Can you see maybe in 5 years' time what your lab might look like?
Yes, well, attending to all these meetings, I'm getting really motivated to offer dentures.
Right.
Because I see the need and the statistics and the numbers and the need for more labs to do it properly.
Yes.
And or to implement it in their workflows for their own clients, for their own dentists.
Yeah.
But I need to learn more as of now, but that's something that I will be offering in a near future.
Yeah. So as I understand it, I think a lot of dentists kind of moved away from doing dentures because they were very difficult, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong with the fit. But now with digital dentures, then it's the process is a lot faster and a lot more accurate. So I guess it's something that maybe more dentists might be coming to you to say, we'd like you to help us do this.
Correct. I see is the tediousness of having to take a new impression and calling the patient back and the fit and why it doesn't fit. But now with with technology evolving, the images of the chair side scanning systems, it gives us more precision to be able to say, okay, this is the way I want to go.
Yes, yes.
So I think it's going to be, once I have it synced in, you know, the whole process, I can go ahead and teach it to my doctors.
Yes.
And they can be able, you know, we can partner in and start offering this.
Yes, yeah, cool. And so when you go in to see doctors at the moment, is it this sort of time-saving aspect and the accuracy perhaps that they're looking for, or is it are they looking to help you? Do they want help speeding up what they're doing? Is that what you're seeing?
Well, in my 4 years of being owner and talking directly to my doctors and all that, I have learned that it's not, I mean, not for me, it's not about fast, it's not about, it's about more about the learning process.
Right.
Think about when dentists are going to school and they're being taught about taking traditional impressions. It's still a process. I mean, to take a good impression without bubbles, without tags, with a clear margin, it's a process.
Yeah.
So the same with digital impressions, the same. And people get desperate because they think, oh, digital is gonna solve it right away, fast, accurate. No, you need to become really good at practice, the same thing, same process. And then it's gonna be something that we can, but that's a whole, once I talk to the doctor, I say, okay, this is gonna be a journey between both of us. We're gonna grow together.
Yes.
That's how I see it. We grow together into this new era of digital dentistry. And it's in everything. It's in digital impressions, it's in the taking of the cone beam images, in the in-lab design that's like already in the prosthetic design part. Everything moves so fast. So I think when I talk to my doctors, that's what I want with my clients. I want them to grow with me. I want to provide them information of what I know from my side.
Yes.
And I want to learn more from them.
Yes.
Because it's for me to understand their process.
Yes.
It's going to make me better, and I'm going to fabricate something better for them.
Yes,
So that's how I see it, like a continuous growth.
Yes, great. So I guess it's more of a partnership in that way, and a lot of education involved, and it's all new tech as well.
Correct.
So I guess you're sharing the risk in that
So
kind of way.
more of an attitude. That's what I'm looking into my new doctors, and a fresh attitude to learn and to embrace the change, because it's gonna be like a failure, but I don't see it as gonna be your fault or my fault. It's gonna be part of the process that eventually is gonna be successful. Everything that we do.
Interesting. Do you find some doctors are much more resistant to I know you could come up with some generalizations here. Maybe older doctors don't want to do the new tech. I mean, that would be the sort of the obvious generalization, but what's your kind of experience of that?
Well, actually, no. You see, there's older doctors that want to keep up, and you see their motivation to learn and to do it better, to listen.
Yes. So it's more mindset than an
it's
age.
Mindset, exactly.
Right. That's interesting. Yeah. Cool. And so, you've been through the journey in the last 4 years of setting up your own lab and seeing it change and evolve as people have kind of asked you for different things. What would be your tip for someone thinking about trying to do the same thing? What would be your kind of number one tip for someone setting up a lab?
Well, actually, here in this event, I met 2 girls I trained back in Miami, and they purchased the system.
Oh, wow.
So it's like you don't have any fear of change, of embracing a new technology, of new softwares coming up, or new alternatives into the designing stage. Like, for example, myself, don't be afraid of embracing dentures, digital dentures. Just learn what it takes and jump into it. So just don't have any fear. Just
no fear.
Trust the process.
And
Fail, learn. I took it wrong. It's gonna take more. What did I miss? And it's a constant. It's constant. And for me, I'm fascinating of learning new things every day. Coming here at this particular event, I've picked up a lot of tips and tricks, and it's going to help me back on Monday.
Well, that's been fascinating for us as well to hear your view of how to, as someone who's been there and done it recently. That's been really interesting. So thank you so much for coming in. Really nice to meet you.
Thank you, Ross.
Thank you for
My
your time.
pleasure.
Really appreciate it. Yeah. Stay tuned for another episode of Dental Lab Insights.